big news for Palantir and DELL was just announced today. They are going to be added to the S&P 500. Let me tell you why this is important. Now, this is important because typically when companies are added to the S&P 500, the inclusion alone often will boost the stock price as different fund managers it kind of adjust their portfolios to reflect the index change. Now, typically, when you add two companies to the S&P 500, you got to remove two. So it says here that Palantir is replacing American Airlines, while Dell is replacing Etsy in the index. Now, this is also important for the tech industry altogether, because if you look at it, the inclusion of companies like Dell and Palantir, it kind of shows how that industry is growing and how important that artificial intelligence and data management is. Right? When you think of that artificial intelligence, you're thinking of companies like NVIDIA, like Broadcom, like Microsoft, and things like that. So adding in these two companies just goes to show how important this new industry is. Now let's take a look at the Palantir chart. Started off the year at about 1566 here. And as you can see, it has continued to climb. It closed at about $30 today. And aftermarket right here, about 7% higher after being announced that it's joining the S&P 500. Now, when analyzing a single stock, you also want to look at the money side, right? And right now we're looking at the earnings. If you look at this chart here, blue is going to be reported, and then the black, the gray is going to be the estimate. So as you can see, they have continued to just about beat each quarter, which is great news. And look at their projections, going to continue rising. And then we also can look at the revenue. Revenue the same way. It's just been continuing to climb since 2018. Up. Great news. And if you don't care about any of that, you can always just invest in a simple S&P 500 fund like VU that has about 500 companies in it, and it's going to go up long term like so. Let me know your thoughts on Palantir and Dell being added to the S&P 500. Like, follow, save, send it to somebody else. Hope it helps.